To the stream, everybody. No kids today, so it's just gonna be Anthem. So it's gonna be awesome. Just got this God roll. Best defense, 200 gear charges plus another 100 gear charges. If anyone actually uses it, they will know this is invaluable. I'm definitely gonna put it on one of my builds. Actually, one of my main builds. As soon as I get out of this, but just bear with me, guys. I will be back. Plus, gotta put a little bit of charge on the controller here. People always need help. I'll be right back. see here. This is this build here. What I got. Well, welcome to the stream. Let me see. Assault launcher. Everything's built around the Venom Storm. Yep. Gear charges. Pretty much. Gear damage. This was pretty good. I need something that gives me a little more life. Yeah, okay, increases blast combo blast damage on this one, combo blast damage plus like 50 something %, and then combo blast damage, just to make this just that much better. And of course 20% overall damage. I actually like this Sentinel's Vengeance though. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Alright guys. You can just, I guess I'll play a little bit. I definitely messed up. Didn't mean to. That was an again and again. Did not want to delete that one, but oh well. I barely used that one anyway. Well, I don't know if I should bring out Ultimate Bringer. Let's see who else we got on. Just looking around. Hello.
Yo, what's good, bro?
No.
What's good? Trying to run some GM3s or what's up?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now.
My game's running, so.
What you trying to do though? Like a mission or something? Or?
I don't care. I'm just trying to grind out to get legendaries. Are you at max?
Who, me? Oh yeah, pretty much. Like
Right.
I got stuff that's real. Now it's just like I just do a bit different builds.
Yeah. I swear, bro. Freaking Colossus is so easy.
Yeah, especially I just made a new build with based off the Venom Storm, and I just put combo blast on like everything, and
Dang.
it's pretty good. Matter of fact, I might tweak that, but yeah. So I just got a best defense with like 300 gear charges on it.
Dang, that's what's up.
Yeah, so I was like, that should be a lot better. Let's see. It is up the acid damage. Shoot, did you just start playing this game or?
Bro, I'm at 798 power.
Uh,
Nah, I added you from freaking earlier, bro, 'cause I ran into you in the stronghold.
yeah. But no, I mean like how long have you been playing? You been playing this since the beginning?
Oh, hell no.
Oh yeah, see.
Well, I guess I did just start maybe like a week ago.
Oh okay, see, you're pretty high rank now.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, since the beginning. On and off though, I stopped playing for a good amount of time, but
Yeah, might get boring sometimes, you know?
yeah. I'm trying to figure out what I can adjust. Let me see. Princess has acid damage. Hold on. You can take your time. I'm really not. I'm just trying to.
Oh, you're part of this, so I don't care.
Uh, just looking for things. Let's see.
I need a freaking shield build, bro, but I don't got enough legendary stuff to do it.
Yeah, so you weren't even able to play the, you never played the Cataclysm or nothing like that?
The Cataclysm.
No?
Don't even know what that is.
Oh, shit. That's how, damn.
What was
That was the little, you know, like little DLC that they had. And that's how a lot of times people have all this new stuff. Like I have, like there's weapons you can't get like now that they have. Like,
I mean, I'm only four away from being max for 4 components.
yeah. The max is legendary though. What are you, if you're a 790 something? You're not max. Max is like.
I said I need four more components till I'm max.
Oh, okay. Well, what I would suggest is just working. Don't worry so much about that. More like it's more so. It's more so the like the synergy, like just whatever you like to do, just max that shit out. Like put everything towards that, and that shit.
Can't do that when I ain't got that much stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm grinding strong. Let's get that legendary stuff.
Yeah. Shit, I'm not gonna do nothing then. Well, we can do a mission or something real quick.
So you got maxed out a long time ago.
Well, yeah, and then they kept adjusting things and updating, so it was a lot different. But for the most part, yeah. Like I've been playing GM3 for a long time now.
Yeah.
But let's see.
GM3s are easy with Colossus though, so.
Yeah, but I have it with all the javelins. Colossus is my main. But with the Cataclysm's harder than the Strongholds. That's why. Yeah, the damage was a lot harder.
Oh, so you got a lot more loot then?
Yeah, and you got a lot more loot going into it. Like, you could get, they would give you like a different kind of currency, and then you can use that currency to then just, if you, I guess, add up to like 5,000 of that, you could just buy a legendary weapon, and or buy a legendary item.
You can't even buy legendary stuff anymore, right?
No. That was just a thing of the,
That's fair.
hold on. Oh, my bad. I forgot I put the wrong thing on there. But yeah, you'll catch up real soon. But then you'll start seeing like the differences. So what's your javelin you play with? Colossus?
Storm.
The Storm? Oh, okay. So like
on the defense.
Actually no, like a lot of Storms are real offensive. But
well, I kind of like to stay back and add on damage roll. The Colossus, and they're kind of that aggressive type. I like to stay back and put on damage while they're over there lighting it up too.
Oh, got it.
And Storm gets. I don't. Why is my freaking health bar like split up into little tiny bits?
Oh, great question. Like, so what that is like, you know when you first started and it was like one big chunk. What happens is when you get the multipliers, it basically that health gets times to another one. So when you see that little section, that one little section is the equivalent of your whole health bar in the beginning of that when you first started. Right. So yeah, basically you have more health, but that's how they show it, like in little jumps like that. But that's the equivalent. So like with the Colossus, I have so many, like I can't even tell the difference. It just looks pixelated. Looks like a gray bar. So like, yeah, matter of fact, I'll show you next time. I'm actually streaming this shit now, so. Yeah. Nah, actually on YouTube. But nah, I just stream shit. I'm not a damn streamer or nothing. I just play this shit so much. People always, everybody always is like, yeah, let me see that shit. Like, how do you? And this is the only way you can show somebody, really. Like, the help them out.
Okay, like, sometimes my freaking like skill is like not popping up. I've got like a glitch.
Not necessarily. It could be because it's delayed. I'm trying to think. I forgot what build I'm at.
My 10,000 on like
I still take damage, but then you'll start noticing when you start building the thing, like you'll have things that will heal you, and like you'll see, like once you start like getting shit that you actually want instead of just having to use whatever you get. Yeah, it'll just start. Where are you? Oh, okay, I got you. Nah, that's good, man. It's not, like, it ain't bad to fall. Like, I don't know why people think that's a bad thing. Like, I'd rather have someone fall a lot and do a lot of damage than someone that just survives all the time. Like, don't get me wrong, it's always good to have one survivor in the group, but all you really need is one survivor and 3 people that are just do a lot of, yeah, if you think about it. But nowadays, in the beginning, you didn't need that. It was different because there was no auto respawn like how it is now. That was enough. No, so like, let's say if nobody comes and picks you up, what happens is you can, after like 20 seconds or so, you'll just you have the option to just respawn. Yeah, nah, it wasn't like that before. Basically, you would just sit there until somebody comes gets you. Yeah, and then the thing about it is, once everybody wipes, it's over. Like, you'd have to restart. So like, that's when like the Colossus and all that stuff really meant something. But now, it's not really the case. It's just, if you're the last one standing, all you want to do is just stay alive, and then long enough for everybody to just auto respawn. What else looks good though? The Storms is pretty good though. But really the Rangers, the Rangers is one I like because it just looks cool shooting all the missiles, and they just auto lock and everything. I have like 5 different versions of my damn Ranger. But once you start getting good, like I have a Colossus where I don't really need the shield. I have too many things that like give me health back. You know what I mean? So then it changes the game that way. So then I'd rather have maybe a Storm that is a little bit more aggressive, because they can do a lot of area damage. So like maybe one that freezes a lot, like just primes everything.
That's all I do.
Yeah, so that's good though. That's always good to have. But you want, but you're able to still detonate yourself though, right? Or do you have all primers? Oh, okay, good.
Nah, I got the.
See, I got this build now that I can get an ultimate very, very quickly. Probably like 5 to 6 times just on one battle, easy.
You did it.
Yeah, because you want to start looking out for those inscriptions. Inscriptions are going to be the key. Yeah, like so those little things at the bottom, you know, like plus yada yada yada. You'll start getting god rolls. So like, let's say if you get a legendary, a maxed out legendary is either going to be a 75, or if it's from the Cataclysm update, it's going to be like a level 80. That's a legendary. And then let's say if you get an inscription, you may get 200% extra damage, and plus another 100%, physical damage or something.
I have that on my sniper.
Yeah, see? Yeah, so you probably already have one there. But
yeah, I got 2 legendary weapons. I mean, I got more than that for these.
Nice. Are they max? Are they? What level are you though? So what level are the legendaries though? Do you know what number it is? 75. Oh, perfect.
Wait, you went down? How?
Oh yeah, I go down. I'm about to.
I won't even be able to get you. I'm too low.
Because the thing is, you start looking like I'm probably maybe just as strong as you. You probably have more armor than I do.
I doubt it. You're Colossus.
I'm not a Colossus though. I'm a Ranger.
Oh, I know
that. Oh yeah, I don't play the same Javelin all the time. I have different versions of like all of them.
I'm gonna put Colossus in there, so have that nice.
Oh yeah. Go back and forth too. Go back and forth. Well, the thing is, what's good about it is you'll get more drops. It's like one of those old live tails. Shit, I'm down again. Like once you switch javelins a lot, you have better chance of getting drops, like legendaries and shit like that. Yeah. So it's better probably to just start, switching them up every once in a while. Because you're eventually getting them all up there, so might as well.
So it literally tells you what's up.
No, it doesn't tell you that.
How do you know?
Oh, because after everybody playing. Look, how do we know any of this stuff? It doesn't tell you any of the things I just told you. Just by people playing. Like, if you ever watch any of the streamers, you never go on like YouTube or Twitch or anything? Like with the... yeah, well, if you do any of that, they'll tell you.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get hit.
Yeah, it's best to just jump and get out of there. Because more likely you're getting hit.
My ultimate don't even do no damage, though.
Well, it's an elemental, so anytime you get anything that has plus a big amount of elemental damage, put that on your build, and that will geek it up right there. Or if you have ultimate damage, or maybe use your consumables to kind of help out. Oh, okay. Yeah, you should try them. They help. They're not like a lot, but they definitely help out. Yeah. It's better than not using them, because I'm not going to lie to you. Like, once you get high up there, the only thing you can use your purples for, the epics, is just for that. Like, there's nothing else I use them for. The epic stuff. Like you know the consumables that you make that you can like put on your javelin like right before the match? Yeah, that's cool. I just hope they don't make me have to start all over again or something. It's all good. I grab it. Once someone grabs it, it unlocks it for everybody. What I'm throwing? Oh, that's the frag grenade, the legendary version. So it's called Last Argument. I got a good roll on it too. So, but the reason why I'm using it is because this is one of my ultimate builds. Like everything on this Ranger is leaning towards like building my ultimate as fast as possible. And that, one of the perks on that shit is it gives you like a, I think it gives you a little boost to your ultimate meter like instantly.
What was that? Just a punch without
Damn, no legendary stuff. Oh my god.
Yeah, I got purple and blue.
Why are we...
Hey, come this way though. Come this way.
Oh yeah, why do you guys go that way?
Oh, because there's another legendary person to kill. So another legendary person means another chance to get a legendary drop.
I thought he was going up here. I was like, why are they taking longer?
Oh, there he is. Very strong. Yeah. And I can get him pretty quick.
My freaking gun was my R1 bro.
Oh, I see it. What detonator did he use? Oh, okay. What the thing is it's all about the rolls though. Because the thing is, like, almost every item I have is like a legendary. It's like once you start getting those inscriptions is when you start seeing people, because there's people that have ridiculous amount of damage, like with the storm. Like each hit they have does a million plus damage and shit like that. Like,
you get to a million plus.
Oh, easy. Like my Venom Storm, in one shot of that volley, I do about 800,000, and I can spam it. So like I can just sit there and do like almost a little under a million per thing. Nah, you can. You'll see the difference. You really don't understand. Once you get a god rolls and then you start having whole builds where everything has a god roll on it. Like that's when you start.
God roll? Is that like you literally say god roll?
Yeah. Hey, come this way. Where are you guys going? You follow me though. I'm underwater. You follow me? This is a little secret. Well, the god roll is when you have like something that's ridiculous amount of damage. If you can't, go on YouTube and now you can look at my my stream, so I can just show you what they look like. Oh, they're going too fast. We gotta kill this. Nothing. It's just another legendary. Like you want to kill all these special players because these special players give you a drop, and they have a chance of giving you a higher inscriptions. Because let's say like you have a very strong weapon and somehow you get like a percentage jump on it, like 200-300% damage. Now that same gun, like my Rounder's Blaze, each bullet does 7,000 damage, and then it, yeah, see, exactly. And the only thing is, then it primes it. And I only use it to prime, but it's still good.
I know it's legendary one that does every like fire thing.
Oh, elemental rage or something, or
something like that.
Fire.
I think it's the upgraded one. But freaking, so if I find them with the with my ice or whatever, is that movie?
No, well, no, it's not. Well, actually, that's a great question. I think it may. It doesn't. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. That was, yeah, because I was like, damn. I never really used that. Router's Blade is my favorite because I got a god roll on that shit where it's 275% weapon damage and then another 175% physical damage.
The physical weapon or the
physical is like anything like a bullet, like, so like not anything like fire or nothing like that, but the actual physical impact of the bullet hitting you, so the initial damage will go up. Or if like I actually hit you, like something that would actually be physical, like if you think about it. Like, yeah, because most of the damage you do is like, you know, putting fire and acid and all that kind of stuff on. That won't go up with physical damage. Yeah, so. Oh, it's all good, man. Probably by the time we're done playing. Did you get a legendary yet? Oh man, that's terrible. Yeah, I do know that. Like your power level gives you better stuff the higher you are. But it's, you know, really I just make different builds and then find out some things are better than others. I try to use every single like gear and weapon on everything. Yeah, like with different builds. Like, cause some things you don't think are good, that's just because you didn't build anything around it, or you're using the wrong complementary weapons, or you know what I mean. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No. The reason why they do this is so they can kill the most amount of people. The name of the game, you'll notice, is you want to kill everything. Because I get legendaries just from, you know, like when you're flying in between places and stuff, I'll kill a scorpion and get a legendary or some shit. Yeah, like it's anything.
So it doesn't have to be like a legendary.
No, the only thing, what it is that it just gets a higher probability. So obviously, if it's, you know, an elite or something like that, it's just a higher probability of dropping something good. Unless they have those little, you know, those little targets in like in free play mode that have like a little target on top of their head. Those will automatically drop something, and depending on what higher level they are, they'll have a higher chance of getting something. But everything will give you crappy shit. Like you can kill a Titan and still drop a blue. You know what I mean? Like it's shit. Yeah, it's stupid, but that's just. But there's a higher chance you'll get a legendary and it'll be good. That's all it is. But what I've noticed is some of the best legendaries, not just me getting a legendary, because that doesn't mean anything. It's those god rolls. Shit, I get them from like scorpions. Like I'll just, for some reason, go around a corner, kill this one scorpion, and then it'll just, you know, drop a legendary.
So, if you literally on your powers, like let's say that you get a legendary gear, and you also have the same one.
Yeah.
But the other one has masterwork has better descriptions on it.
Yeah.
That one,
yeah. In some cases, if you have like, let's say you have a really good roll on the masterwork, it may be better to use that one.
The power really is just nothing.
Yeah, but the thing is, the legendary, you got to remember, this is all multipliers, so it's not as easy as 20%. You starting off with a bigger number is better sometimes. So let's say if your masterwork gives you 100% damage and your legendary gives you 75% damage, that might be better. The legendary will be better because it already starts you off with a higher power level, like already. You see what I mean? So you got to think of it like it's all just in percentages. So, but then let's say if you have a masterwork that gives you 200 and 300% extra damage, it won't matter because it's so much more than your legendary that only gives you 75 damage. So you got to think of it kind of like that. Like, so you got to look at the number that it starts off with. So the damage, yeah. So like, let's say all weapons are not equal. So if I get a 300 damage on a weapon that only gives me 200% weapon damage, it means nothing to me. But let's say if I get it on a weapon that already starts me off at like 1200, that's how you start getting like. That's why like it's all, everything is not created equal. That's what I've noticed. Like they, like, you know what I mean?
That's why it's just hard to find like the best route you gotta go to. You gotta spare everything.
No, because there's so many different builds. Trust me. Like I have 5 different kind of ragers, and they all are different. Like this one, I already have my ultimate again. Like you just saw me shoot off my ultimate. I'm shooting it again. Yeah, but man, let's see how quick I can get it. We're already done anyway. I feel it. Nope, all purples for me.
Wow, I got none. This gives you 100% guarantee at least one legendary. Like, come on.
Yeah, you should though. I mean, every once in a while I'll go in one and not get it, but I usually get at least one. But I'm constantly switching.
Always good.
Yep, always. But sometimes you'll be playing with randoms and they'll just run ahead. But always go through here, especially because you don't have any, there's no time limit. Like, you might as well. Like on the Cataclysm, there was a time limit. So, yeah, not as much. But once you start getting good, then you start seeing there's like ways of like manipulating it, like because they can get time stamps, and it was all there. It was just a different way of playing. But they're gonna come out with a new thing, I think, from what they say. Yeah, like I just dropped a master. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, it's a freaking epic. Well, it dropped me an epic, but it wasn't anything good. And plus, this will give you extra coins and stuff for beating all those challenges. Killing this many that and all that kind of shit.
Wait, so I noticed like I was eating so much ender.
Yeah.
I really got no need to stop it.
Nah. To tell you the truth, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. No, there is no fucking need to do that. Maybe like if there's one, because the thing is, the highest you can upgrade to is a masterwork anyway. So if you're looking for legendaries, crafting means nothing. The second thing is, when you do craft, it costs too much worth of what you're using it for. Like, and you're more than likely, you can't craft something up to a certain level, up to the masterwork level, unless you've already unlocked level. Yeah, so but by that time, if you've already unlocked to that masterwork, you've more than likely have already dropped something better. Is basically, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's why the only reason you get craft stuff is if you're like a low power, like start.
Yeah, but then that's the reason why right now I have so many, like, other than epic, because I use them for consumables, like the rares and those embers. I'm at like 5,000 of those things. Like they become useless. Yeah, all they need to do is just make it where you can transform. Like, make it so I can just transfer them into stuff I want. Like, it takes 100 of them to do this. Shit. Over me, boy.
I noticed the back, like, there's more damage from, like,
yeah, it's better, that back part. And then I think it does, once you blow it out, it doesn't do as much. If I'm not mistaken, but You always want to kill these people over here so you can get your special bag. Most times we should be able to kill these people, to kill that before it even goes in the first time. Yeah. Funny thing is, I'm pretty high power level, and these people are. I play with some people that are really high. No, it's 9. That doesn't really make the difference. It's not. You can't think of it like it's not like a game where just because you're a high power level means you're gonna be so strong. Like you can manipulate things. So right.
Just the build.
Yeah, it's like your build. So right now, I made my guy pretty weak. Like he doesn't have that much life. But in order to do that, I have way more damage. Yeah. So you'll see once you start having more options. The only reason why it seems like you can't do that is just because you don't have that many options. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's satisfying.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be. Oh, man. What is that laser thing you're
Yeah, Ember's Lance. I use it because getting 10 hits in a row gives me a boost to my ultimate. So it gives you 10 hits just by doing a steady stream on something. Like everything on this build, yeah, is everything to proc my ultimate as fast as possible. But then I have my other builds, like I have another ranger that's pretty damn good, and that's with, you know, I freeze them and then shoot them. Like, you know, I got a lot of them.
You can freeze with ranger?
Oh yeah. Well, he has a bomb. He has a freezing bomb.
Sort of like elemental.
Oh no. Yeah, Ranger. They can do all the same kind of things. It's just different gadgets to do the same thing. Oh shit.
Bro, are you serious, bro? Wow.
That's all, folks. That was the wackest thing. No legendaries. Yeah. That gotta be rough.
so on my alliance, I got that bonus set, but I got them 2 rings already filled up, so do I get anything after that or not?
The 2 rings of what?
Whenever it shows like your alliance, to like your XP and everything.
Oh, yeah, you gotta add, it adds up, and I think you get it at the end of the week or something. So like, because
I maxed it out, both the rings.
Oh, that I don't know. I think once you get to a max, it's just a max and you stop. Yeah, you may get the badges and stuff like that. So like, right now, since you're in the beginning, you're gonna be unlocking a lot of things. So you're gonna get a lot of like, money. Well, so to buy vinyls, I guess. What you trying to do now?
I gotta do a Temple of Scar one.
Oh, okay.
Stronghold.
Yeah, so I don't know what I should bring today. I can bring my other ranger.
You should do a damage one.
Damage? Yeah, this one's good though. This one does pretty good. Yeah, we'll do that. But really, my most overall damage is my Colossus. And the nickname for it is damage. Like, that shit is. It actually doesn't do the most damage when it comes down to like the Venom Storm, but overall, it's my most survivable. Like, I can solo like strongholds and shit with that.
I just need to make a shield one, because their shield build, because I ain't got that much shield to be honest. Yeah, see on one of my inscriptions, it says plus 200 weapon damage for my two catharsis.
Yep.
Power 75 sniper, bro. But it's like the gear next to it. What does that mean?
The gear means that it only works for that item, so whatever it's on. Whereas the whole person means it works for everything else. Like, so if you see gear damage and it has a little gear next to it, that means it only works on that item that it's displayed on. Whereas the other one, if it's your whole person, then other things that are gears will have damage too. They'll get damage bump.
Yeah, my Rollins Blaze has 225% on gear.
Yep, that's my shit. I would use that if I were you. And like, let's say if you have like the Ranger or something, and then use like the Recurrent Vengeance, and then put Elemental Ops on there. So what happens is every 5 bullets, you apply not only fire, you apply acid as well. So then now you can, and those two things don't cancel each other out, so it'll just be double prime. And then you can shoot them twice, and you'll get double the combo damage. Combo damage once, and then combo damage again.
Alright, so answer this, bro. So, alright, so that Runner's Place is 717
Hey, go on YouTube and look at, can you look at like your phone on YouTube so you can look at the stream, so you can just see what I'm talking about. It'll just be easier.
But bro, listen though.
Yeah.
The Runner's Place is 717 damage with that 225%. And then I have a Cycle of Pain that's only power 61 that does 100% weapon damage. And does 934 damage, so like. But
it's a masterwork?
Yeah.
I would pick the Rounders Blaze because first, the one thing that trumps it primes. That primes. That's one thing. Then, but let's say that not being said, 225% of 700 is way more than 100% of 900. 100% of 900 only brings you up to 1800. Yeah, but 220% is like, what is that? That's like 2100, 21 plus something. You know what I mean? So right off the bat, it's already more. But then you got to think about some weapons. You know, it may have a higher rate of fire, so then it will compensate for that little bit lower of damage because it's gonna just spray more bullets in the same amount of time.
Racking it up.
Yeah, so it's like that's when you start seeing. That's when that you start getting into that min max, and I've been like that for a couple of months now. So it's like when you start fine toothing, you'll notice like doing one little tiny difference, and next thing you know, that one weapon you like the most now does double damage. It does something ridiculous. Like I got some gears that literally do 80,000 damage every time I hit you, but that really doesn't mean anything on GM3 when things have, you know, bosses have 10 million damage and shit. But
We're putting in work though.
yeah, man. I'm gonna try. I haven't used this one in a while. Okay, all right. Well, you can take your time real quick. I'm just gonna take a quick little smokes.
Alright, bro.
Yeah. Just let me know when you're ready, though. That should be good.
Good. I'll be right in a second.
Did you get this shit for free? Like the Anthem?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. How much is it now?
I'm not sure. I got it when the Black Friday sale was on, so like whatever, might as well.
Yeah.
The 16th for like the
Damn.
whatever that pack thing.
Yeah, that's pretty good then. Pour myself something to drink. Shit, do you play with the other Javelin though?
Nah, it's my first one.
Yeah. Oh, I think I already asked you that.
Alright, what's your stream name?
Oh, it should be LongHalloway. The same as my gamer tag. Should be like Anthem GM3 gameplay. Shit. The reason why I started because somebody asked me like, "Hey, I want to see what you're talking about," and I accidentally started streaming when I thought I was trying to take a screenshot. And
Holy crap, your health bar is crazy. On the Colossus, gosh dang. You barely be using the weapons.
Oh, you watching other ones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and some of the beginning ones you can see what the Cataclysm looks like. That's what it was. Like some of them were that.
Well, I'm like rewinding it a lot.
Mm-mm.
These stars steal us retreated to these caves.
Controller's low again.
That's good meat for you, Fiance.
We'll take care of our problem.
Does your health bar make it better than your power level, or does that matter?
Mostly because of inscription. Well, both actually. But mainly inscription, like inscriptions and yeah, mainly inscriptions. That's what really gets you up there, because that's the ones that you start adding on, like with all your components, they may have an inscription, and then you end up having like 600% of it all added together or something, and that's how you start getting into it. So when people they go for one thing, like they're like, oh yeah, I'll make an ultimate build and just put everything for ultimate, that's when their damage goes to like 4 million this and oh my god.
I just watched the dude fall right through the floor, like literally right through the map. Doesn't really matter though.
The what?
Like,
Shit, not really. I don't know. I guess in the beginning it does, but maybe I've already gotten everything that makes it matter.
well, yeah, never match, but
Maybe they do somehow, some way. I don't know. I know they count and add up everything for challenges, so you need to get like this for that, yada yada yada. I'm trying to get my shield back, but usually you want to alternate between ice and fire because they cancel each other out if you happen to have both those armors.
I got I use that ice something.
Well, that was the fact.
5 more, Fiance.
So really, you're saying you a building character and not have to make the map, but
Yeah, exactly. And just do whatever you want to do. Like you start building different ways. Like everybody's different, so just like if you like using this one weapon, try to build around that. Like, so if it's like the gear that you like and it's like R1, try to find things that have R1 on there. And then even if it's not your main build, make a second build and see how much you like it. You know what I mean? And see if it works and yada yada yada. And then bottom, and then you're good. Next thing you know, you'll find a new build and it'll be your favorite. You just want to do one thing really well, like that all-around shit does not work in this game. You want to just fuck that all-around shit. Just do everything you can do to keep that shit up. Take this break. I gotta charge.
know that gives you like the most amount of like drops and stuff. I don't know.
No, it doesn't. It just, I know things like the Cataclysm gave you the most, stuff like that. But like, when it comes down to the different levels, nah, they're pretty much the same within each level. Because you need bigger people to fight. Because you have better drops from like higher level people. So that's really the key. So you get to fight more.
Interesting metaphor.
350,000 for that combo. Try those consumables, like put on the epic and then put on like a rare consumable, and that will give you 50% of whatever that is. Yeah, and then you can even put on a third like green one or whatever. But that's stupid. It's a waste of a slot though, because that'd only give you 10%. Like if you put on the same thing, you can't put on like 2 or 3 different epics. It has to be like an epic, a rare, Stop. Really? Is it beneficial? Like, what? Can you do anything cool? There you go. It's all worth it then. As long as somebody gets a legendary.
Let's move.
Yeah, so you get the initial damage from whatever you did to get the combo, and then you'll get the, so like you'll see every time when you're shooting someone, you get different, it's like different colors of the numbers that pop up. You ever notice that?
Yeah, it would be like the white one.
Yeah, the yellow one is your combo damage. And then like green is acid. I think white is just, I forgot. I think, but the light reddish one, I think is your regular damage. Like if you're just shooting somebody and just bullet damage. Oh no, it's just yellow. No. I don't know. They said, I think it's both.
The yellow is the critical hit and the white is
Okay, yeah. And then critical is also combo, same colors combo. So come kill this legendary guy up here. He's gonna spawn. He should drop something for you. But you see how he's proccing all that? I can just keep going. Every time he's procced, I can just combo him. And I'm getting 200,000 damage extra every time I do it to him. 400,000 that time.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was like, holy crap. 194.
That's
but it's definitely
Yeah.
not
So you'll start noticing.
freelancer. The structural integrity of that wall is weak. See those explosives? Load the damn thing.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll never be able to play this long again. Okay. My wife and kids are out. So I was like, alright, I'm finna play. Damn. I'm gonna play this shit until the cows come home.
How many kids you got?
2. I just had a newborn. I just had my second like 2 months ago. You got any kids?
Oh, no, I don't, bro.
Nah. Oh yeah, you what, you young?
Yeah, I thought I
Oh, okay, yeah. You sound like older than 16, but at least you're not annoying like a lot of them 16 year olds. So.
Freelancer, the explosives.
Yeah. Yeah, so exactly. It'll be alright. It's better to have. Well, when you're young, it might not be like that. Oh shit! Everybody down? Nah, it's just when you get older. I had the same problem. I sounded like this when I was real young. Like I got a full beard and shit. Like I was always that one. It sucks when you're older, but then, it doesn't matter once you get older. Now, if it starts getting deeper and shit, man. Yeah. It is true.
How old did that sound before though? Like,
I don't know, you're 20. I knew you were younger than me. Shoot, I'm in my 30s. Yeah, jump shots. Some more.
I got 29K on those, so that's on my ultimate.
Oh yeah, you can definitely get each missile to be doing like 300,000, 400,000.
So you're saying I just probably like start long missiles on those.
Well, that's if you want it to be, like, it all depends. Like, my ultimate build is not so much damage, it's more about speed. Like, how quick I get it. No, Ranger. No, now I have a Ranger now. Oh, man.
Oh, they're left there. Let's go, bro.
Yeah, there you go. That could be the legendary. You may just want to build around a whole nother thing. What you just got. I guarantee what you just got, one of them is really good. You got like 2 legendaries so far? Yeah, so I bet you one of them has like a god roll.
I do like this rig.
Yeah, but you'll notice, once you start getting high up there, you don't want to worry about that. Like, to be completely honest, I don't know how it is once they change it, but right now, just worry about damage. Damage and like keeping yourself alive, like things that maybe like help you stay alive. And that doesn't always mean armor. Like, you want stuff that like gives you armor, or, you know what I mean, gives you back health or shield. Yeah, everybody has something. Like, everybody has something that helps give you back armor. It's especially crucial with the closet. Yeah. What you want to do is you want to prime them with everything you can. So like, not just freezing them, because you can only freeze them so many times. Like, if you'll notice, sometimes when you freeze them, you can't refreeze them and then prime them again. Like, what you want to do is you want to alternate. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm saying is like, well, no, I don't know. What you're using the storm though, so I'm not really good with the storm. That's my worst javelin. So. Yeah. So. Yeah. I got one earlier today where I had 5.
What?
Yeah, but the thing is, you gotta know, like, there's so many weapons that I don't have legendary versions of, but I'll get the same thing I don't use like 6-7 times. Like, that's the bullshit. Exactly. That's what I have the same problem. And then, but like, I have weapons that I have masterwork versions of that I've never seen a legendary of. And there's some weapons I don't even have a legendary of. I mean, I don't even have at all. Like some of the new weapons, there's like a couple of new weapons that I didn't get. I think there was like 9 that came out, I believe, or maybe 9 or 12. Yeah, I have them on my, I'll show them to you on if you look at the stream again when I get out of here. That might be easier for me to do.
Get back to your Just keep moving, freelancer.
Please give me a legendary, bro. Please.
Looks like we tapped into a primitive sewer system. Good news is...
Yeah, I got a legendary though.
Probably
At least most times 1. But then you'll start noticing it's because your power level. But then they won't mean anything though. Trust me. Like you'll start, I delete legendaries just for space. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'll keep them because I never know, like, I may want to build with it later, but I only keep 1 of everything. It's like 1 is mandatory, just so I have a version of that weapon. But other than that, I won't do, you gotta delete, because you only have so many spots, and then once you start having multiple javelins, it's just, you know, it starts getting ridiculous.
I'm alive, boy.
See, I go down. Yeah, you barely go down. You're good.
I barely go down. I'm trying to play safe.
Yeah, that's good, but don't worry about that, man. Just do damage. If you go down, I'll pick you up, man. It's up to you. Primal Tice, combo damage. Yeah, I have, but not. Only in free play, I think, if I remember. But I definitely have, though. There's probably nothing that I haven't got a drop from. Especially if they're elite. Like, if they're elite and up, like, of anything, I've gotten a drop from them. kill everybody.
My freaking gun opening that does 225 it lights up that the health bar though. It literally does
Nothing too? Yeah, and that's when you start noticing like different weapons do different things. So like sometimes when you see a little look at next to their damage of the weapon, sometimes I have like a little like shield, little armor or something with a diamond on it. That means it does extra damage to armor. And then some will do extra damage to shields, stuff like that. So a good rule of thumb is, let's see. I know anything with electric does great damage to the shields. I know that.
bro, yeah, I had a
The Thunder Yavenia. Yeah, so you'll see like there's just some weapons just kill things better than others. So you'll start noticing. So after a while you may have to have a weapon just for that, or I think you can switch weapons mid-battle now though anyway. I'm used to not doing that, so I never really.
Yeah, that's kind of oh my god.
Yeah. Up until like, shoot. Hey. And combo damage is key. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can just, that's the way to kill things very quickly. And preferably, you want to be able to do a lot of damage on the way up to doing a combo. Or something like that. So like, yeah, and then next thing you know, combo damage builds up your ultimate, then you shoot your own. It's like, if you can kind of build a cycle, like let's say if you, like with the Ranger, like if you have a certain amount of components with like a certain weapon and this, it becomes like an endless cycle. So then you can just spam it.
Oh my god, bro, I just get hit by it blew out everything, bro. Like, also I'm not 1-0.
It's all good. It's all good.
What are you using to take that third out, bro?
Combos. I freeze it, use a combo to detonate it, and I just keep comboing it. And my combo damage, I'm doing like, so in a couple of seconds, I'm doing about 1 million damage to it. So that's the reason why it gets done so quick. I haven't got legendary this whole match yet. Did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I thought that was the match before this one. Man, these things are starting to blend together. I just haven't got one in so long though. Oh, I just got another legendary. And when you watch the shit, you'll hear yourself say, "I thought you just got one though." And then I just turned around, and there was a legendary. Oh, I think you might, depending on your settings. Yeah, your voice might be on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, they don't say your name and shit. I'm good. I don't have to pay you any royalties.
It's more than these reasons are correct. Skinos is the term.
Yeah, I can hear myself. I sound like an idiot.
Yeah, right? I don't like the way myself. I have my shit muted, so.
You have your voice muted?
Like where I'm watching, because I have my like computer right next to the TV.
Energy levels are critical. Silence the
How do you get rid of these shield things?
Shoot the little pylon up here, see? So look up, and then like you see a little health bar, you'll see it like once you look up, point at it. shit. Who the fuck is hitting me? Oh my. See?
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Nah, people have been shooting them and they hard. And then once you shoot them, you shoot that, and then yada yada yada. I'm about to die though. I already did. I took out 2 pylons to kill myself. And nobody's coming to save me. It's a doggy dog world out here. Oh, well. Thank you, sir. Oh yeah, that's it. I know what you're saying. But this thing does the same thing. It's hiding behind these pylons. Yeah, but the other thing, I don't know. It's still, this is more annoying to me because you have to do something. The other guy just comes back. And usually it just gives me enough time to get my combo, by doing enough combos on the little spiders, I can usually get my ultimate back. Oh, okay, it's down? Shit. Oh, yeah, you don't like this, do you? Yeah, it starts 19,000, just scrolling on my screen with that. No, you'll see. If I could reload. Ooh, stay alive, stay alive. Yeah, because all the aggro's on you.
No, I think I'm gonna die.
Just keep staying alive. The longer you stay alive is good. Perfect. Did you pull your super? No. Yep, perfect. You did a great job. Because now D-Life respawned. You're good. So now D-Life just has to stay alive. This is just so we don't do a full wipe. And now I respawn. You're good. See? You saved the day. You saved the day. You saved the day, bro. Like back in the day, you would die trying to save the people and shit. Oh. Damn, they just all... He's not shooting at me.
Literally, I just watched it. Oh, I got no one.
Why is this shield on? Oh, no, it's not. It's a fake shield. Yeah, and the legs. You want to go for the legs here, too. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Simmer down now. Simmer down. Can't kill everything. Damn. We could just kill everything, too.
Oh my god.
DTA better stay alive, though. I got 20 seconds before I can spawn. As soon as you can... Oh, he's trying to save me, though. Perfect. But, oh, no. He got interrupted. He must have... Thank you. I don't know why I didn't use this. I'm sorry, bro. I had a weapon that could have made this a lot faster. This shit gets stronger with time.
Ooh, 347?
There you go.
Where did that come from? I probably wasn't even using it.
Nah, you probably got a proc. Something like, you see those little things underneath like our names and shit at the top? Like, you'll see it pop up every once in a while. Those are like when you use an ability. Sometimes you must have an ability on there that did something. You got it to finally turn on and shit. Damn, why do I not have? I have no weapons. I'm down again. Usually I'm in here with like a Colossus or something to keep. Oh, stay alive. That's all you gotta do, is just stay alive. I got 15 seconds. Stay alive. I got 6. Stay alive, man. No,
Oh
no.
my god, bro.
It's all good. D-Life got it. Let me get back in there. As long as we all don't wipe, we don't have to start all over now. So we're good.
I swear, this is the hardest one though, in my opinion.
Nah, Sunken Cells by far. That shit's hard.
You're talking about that freaking, that giant,
Yeah.
that little octopus.
Yeah, that shit is annoying.
Dude, this is harder than that. What are you talking about?
Oh hell nah, bro. This can be easy. We're just not. We're not doing this right because we don't know the other people. Like all we had to do is just have one person say, "Hey." So one person kills everybody. You just focus on killing. Another person just focus on the pylons, and the other 2 people kill the thing when it pops open.
Are you kidding me? I really just spawned.
We'll spawn back in as soon as you get a chance. D-Life about to die though. It's good though. D-Life is keeping
They're all
us.
powered up at the end.
But
You're right below me.
that's bullshit. I froze them all, and they still. Dog, why aren't they healing people? That's the problem. Like they're not. They need more damage. They're not understanding that more people alive. How you just gonna keep running? This makes no sense. Man, why are they all piled up there though?
Shield protects mosquitoes. Shoot the pylons to take it down.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's what I'm gonna heal you.
There you go. Gotta get out of here. No. I wish I had my ultimate. See, like if we had an ultimate build, I could do this a lot quicker. Then you'll notice it's just the different builds. Like if I have my Colossus, this wouldn't even really be as difficult.
Yeah, I've never had a pretty fun with this one.
Yeah. I don't know if maybe they're not doing a lot of damage.
Okay, thanks.
Waste that shit. Please, can they take down this fucking pylon? Alright, he's up. Focus on the guy. The man in the middle. Ooh, 400,000. There you go.
Finally! Oh my god, man. Another legendary, bro. Let's freaking do it, man. That's 3. I
Perfect.
never got 3.
There you go, man. Stick with me, man. I'm gonna take you places. I'm gonna take all credit for that extra legendary.
Bro, I never did. Maybe it's because you give me all these tips that, you know, like, if you rewarding me with, my gratitude for you.
There you go. But yeah, you'll notice, like, once you start getting more things, so you're gonna want to do more combos because then you get more bonuses for that shit, and then I think they reward you for doing like more feats, like getting more feats. So
that took way longer than it had to be.
yeah, it shouldn't have took that long, but yeah, well, you know, at least it didn't start all over.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'll be right back. Yeah, hold on, give me a sec. You'll be alright.
Yeah. I'm about to walk away from the thing, but I'll be back. I'm still on though.
Alright, bro. You? Huh?
What?
I'm sorry, give me 1 sec. Oh my gosh.
Nah, you good, bro.
A feedback loop. Hey, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Bro, tell me if this is good. So it says, it's feedback loops, legendary.
That's that assault. It's like assault rifle. Something to do with assault rifle.
Yeah, but it says increases damage resistance by 50% for 10 seconds when firing the last shot in an assault rifle magazine.
Yeah, I mean,
I do be using that a lot.
I mean, it's good, but but it doesn't give you extra damage. Like feedback loop should give you like extra 30%
plus 19% combo IMP or LMP damage.
impact. So that's for the ranger. So combo impact damage is for the ranger. Combo blast damage is for the colossus. Combo aura is for the interceptor. And I think combo, what is it? Combo, what is it? What is it called? Combo chains. Anytime you see combo chains, that's for the storm. So those are like the buffs that actually do direct damage to what they do for their combos.
And it also says add specialized storage for enhanced assault rifle ammunition, increases damage by 30% of damage. Is that even worth it for me, honestly, bro? Or nah?
Nah. Ammo is never really my big thing, because if you kill people more, you'll get ammo. So that's how it's like. I always think like anything that really gives you more ammo, but if it gives you more damage, then that's something. But other than that, I wouldn't worry about it. Like,
ooh, upgraded gunslinger's mark. I need that. It says increases gear recharge rate by 50% and lowers gear damage 20%. I don't want to lower the gear damage though. But it also says hovering increases all weak point damage by 60%. 40% recharge drop rate, 8% on
okay, so I'll tell you, this is how you would make a build. So you see how it says hovering. So what you would do, you would take that component along with, like, let's say if it's the ranger, because the ranger is the easiest one to like give examples with, just because it's like all around. But like you would put something on there that gives you extra flight, longer flight, and all of that, blah blah blah, so that you can stay in it, you can hover for longer. Yeah, something like that, right? So then you would also get the weapons that give you boost to hovering. So like their soothing touch marksman rifle will give you a boost. It does like an extra 200 something% damage when you're hovering. And then it also gives you, then you would put on one of the machine pistols that give you like a boost for when you're hovering. You know what I mean? So
are they even good though? Like I don't even use machine pistols.
They're good for doing other things. So like I just put my machine pistol back on this build, even though I have a feedback loop on here. So like this feedback loop, I don't know if you're looking at it, but this feedback loop, the only reason I have it on there is because it has 55% ultimate damage. And that's all I have it on this build for. But I just put the
oh, let me go to your blog.
I just put the element. Yeah. So basically, because I have
still using freaking Masterwork.
Yeah, man. Because this is like, cause look how many builds I got though. Well, see, because Storm's my weakest. I got 4 out of 5. Let me see. So like, it's all about the build, like how you get it. You can get up even higher if I had 80s on all this other stuff. But this is my melee build. I don't know. But it's like, you shouldn't worry about just putting everything on there. You want to put it like, because look, this is my top build. Like this one right here is like my strongest javelin, and it's at 906. You see what I'm saying? Like,
oh, so you need that upgrade tip of the spear thing.
Yeah, I do need one of those. I want one of them shits bad. I don't know why. They will not give it to me. I don't know why. These son of a bitches. This is my
your storm. I gotta see.
Oh, my storm? Oh, okay. Let me see.
I know you got like one, but I gotta see.
I don't have no fancy name for it. You see, I don't ever use it. The only reason why is because I kept getting drops for it.
GG.
Yeah, that was the one that typed in.
Oh, what? You got nothing for that.
No, I actually have stuff for it. But the thing is, in order to make like a good build for things to like synergize, like see, I have legendary things. But you see how this is a level 66?
You got
that's one of the.
You got nothing for the freaking seals, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But that 66, that's one of the cataclysm things.
I literally have so many 66, so I just gave up. So I have an upgrade one.
Oh, okay. Well, 66 is upgraded compared to the 61s. So you should keep them because those usually do a different thing than the 61s. So like the difference between like let me show you. This is not really the best javelin I have to show you that, but I need to have both versions of something. Actually, I don't know. I have to show you another javelin.
You should stream on Twitch, but you probably get a lot more views.
Yeah, probably. Probably. This venom damage is ridiculous. Almost everything has to do with combo blast damage on this. Let me see. So like you see this, there's an again and again, which is it gives you a totally different perk, like detonates another explosion briefly, and it's at 890, little under 9,000. Best defense does 9,200, but it doesn't give you an extra explosion, but it heals you. And I got 200%. You see where it says hitting an enemy with a rocket restores 35% armor?
Oh, what the heck?
Yep. So then I have 300% charges on there. So that means I get 400 shots of that shit. 4 shots of it. That's what's crazy. I just had this one and I thought I was awesome, and then I just upgraded. But this, you see how it's the same thing. They're both the same weapon. They're both in the siege artillery. But you see how this one's an 80? These are one of the new weapons from Cataclysm. So they give you a different perk. So it does a double detonation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like there's a lot like that do similar things, but the Venom Storm is actually one of them. So like you see how I had the Venom Storm, it's a burst mortar. The thing is, it does combo effect. It does its own combos, and I have 250% damage on something that already gives me like 9,000 damage, and I got 2 charges of it because I have 100% charges. But that's the same thing of this one, of the burst mortar, except the burst mortar does just regular damage. It doesn't give me combo effect. You see what I mean? And then I even have one that does 200% gear damage on it too. But this is where it's at. Like you start seeing all my values. Like this one here, 23% gear damage, and reinforces. This is really here because I just needed the armor. Increases blast combo damage by 50%. That's key. Then you see this one here is like gives me better melee damage, but it also gives me plus 21% of combo blast damage, which is for the Colossus, and then 25% weak. Then this one gives me an extra 50% of combo blast damage. That's the only reason why it's there.
This is like a combo base.
Yeah, so this is combo, but the reason why that build is like that is because it's all based off of this Venom Storm. That, as you can see, what does it get you? Upgraded burst mortar, combo effect, blast. See what I mean? So that's why it makes this thing, which already has 250% gear damage on it, it then puts on an extra 300, like 30 something percent of that. So that's the reason why after I start hitting people, each volley, like if I can start getting all these things to procced up, I start hitting you, it's like 200% each missile, and it fires and volley of 8 of them. So that's why I can do like 1,000,000 damage to like something. See what I mean? That's how you start doing all that like little tiny stuff. And then people have figured out things where there's people that have the Rangers that do 4 million damage with their ultimates and stuff like that, like 1,000,000 plus of damage like each missile, and that shoots off like 10 missiles, like because they figured it all out.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know what I'm playing with.
On my mark of clarity, it says clearing a status restores 40% armor. What's status?
Status is like, so when you get hit with like electric tack and like you're still electrified, or if you're still on fire, or if you still have acid on you, or if you're still frozen. You know what I mean? That status is, that's what they mean by that.
What does it mean? Clearing a status restores 40%. daring. Wow,
So let's say,
weird.
okay, so let's say if you have, you're on fire. Soon as your fire just goes away from you, you get that proc thing turns on. So whatever that thing tells you, it turns on, and then you'll see it on the side of your screen, and it'll start be counting down. That's those things that pop up on your screen. So sometimes in the middle of a battle, you'll have like 6 of those things on there, and that's the reason why every once in a while you'll notice like you'll shoot the same gun, instead of it being 6,000, now it's 9,000 damage. It's because you have all those things. So once you want to do is make sure that you have a build where just your natural way of playing causes those things to go off all the time. So that's why you're just so super strong. See what I mean?
So let's say I got the lower version of Mark Clarity, and its armor reinforcement is lower. Shield reinforcement, armor reinforcement is lower than like the higher one. Should I pick the Mark Clarity that's higher?
When you mean higher, so like the higher rank, like it's a legendary to like a masterwork, or do you mean?
Let's say, alright, so this Mark Clarity that I have right now, power 75. It's got armor reinforcement 2,111 and shield reinforcement 4,000.
Oh, let me go to my storm so I can look at. So what is a Mark of Clarity though? Is that a component?
Increases element and burst.
Because I'm confused. You're talking about the one javelin I use the very least. Let me see. A Mark of Wrath, okay, so I actually have quite a few legendaries too, though. Look how many legendaries. Well, that's almost some of my universal.
That's crazy.
The Mark of Wrath. Detonating in combo causes large electrical explosions. Increases gear damage by 50%. Hell yeah. And lowers your gear recharge by 20%.
That's not it.
Oh, that's Mark of Wrath though.
Go up. You have it. I think you have it enabled on it. I don't want to be. It's one of the top. It's one of the power 75
shields.
I think it's Mark of Blue.
Mark of Ruin. This one?
It's right below it.
Soften blows.
Bro, it's literally one of those shield ones, bro. But it's like maybe you don't have it.
Yeah, I might not have it. So. See, these sneak in here. Make sure you delete those. Token of Pupil. Oh yeah, this one's pretty good.
I want to make a damage build, bro, but I don't have a freaking. I don't really have any legendaries to do with.
Oh, see, this is good. Token of Daring is great to have, and then what people do is then they put this Gravedigger on here, which I already have. Yeah, this is one of the best builds. Yeah, exactly. But this Gravedigger does that. Fire is an increasingly powerful. That shit is because I have this as 125% elemental. This is not really a god roll, but it's pretty good.
Show me a god roll.
Like a god roll. Let's see. Like this is my third legendary ever. Where the fuck is it? And I love this shit. This shit got me through. Alright, so like this. This Cycle of Pain has 250% weapon damage and then another 100% physical damage. So that's physical damage. Yeah, exactly. So that you have a god. So this is 350% extra damage to something that all it does is physical damage. So that extra 100% physical damage is the same thing as like just the bullets, because this is all it does is shoots bullets. So that's what physical damage is. Then you have things like this one's 175%. But you want something that gives you like 225% physical damage, plus 105% mag size, 50% armor. I know my Rounder's Blaze is pretty awesome. This one has 125% weapon damage, plus another 250% physical, and then just a 10% elemental damage. Damage. This one has 218% damage. I only keep the stuff that really... The shotgun, but the shotgun only starts you all at 508. So that's the reason why.
Is your L1 and not, or is your ultimate considered a gear?
No, I just found that out today. I was hoping it was, but it's not.
So gear recharge, so it doesn't matter for that.
You got ultimate recharge. It matters for that. This used to be the most OP gun in the game. This one, because this game and then they had to nerf it. Like they came in there because it was like glitched. It could for something started making it like it, so the more you used it, if you just tapped it instead of holding the button, the more you use it, it would just crank it up like exponentially. So after a while, you'll start doing like 800,000 damage and stuff like that, like ridiculous amount. Like you could just go through the whole map and just use that gun like without even doing anything else until they fixed it.
Is blast damage, is that your R1?
No, blast damage is just blast damage. So you need to look at whatever you're using and if it says blast. So what are you... So blast damage is not R1. It will say R1 damage if it means that. Blast damage could be anything that causes blast. So if you have... With the storm, I don't know like what they do that has blast damage. But if it says combo blast damage, don't really use that because that doesn't really have anything to do with the storm. It only has to do with... You want to look for combo chains. So that's what the chains. So if you want to build something that just bulks up your combo, regardless of what it is, just try it out. So we'll go to free play so you can try it out. Just
let me send you a screenshot of what I got for my components real quick, just so you can tell me, because it's kind of...
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? Trust me, bro. But the thing is, the components just by themselves is not what I'm looking at. Like, it's like all of them by themselves. Like, I mean, they're all of them together because some things you may have on there just because it gives you a really good inscription. You know what I mean?
I have absolutely no idea what you just said.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Don't even worry about it, bro. If you're having fun, bro, just have fun, man.
Nah, I don't know what you said. Like, I can't understand.
Well, basically, like, it's not just like what components you have, like the actual component, because you got to think there's different levels to it. So there's one, it's the component itself, whatever it does. Oh, this is a component for, let's say, for example, this is the feedback loop. This is a component to give you your gun extra damage. Alright. Or assault rifles extra damage. Then, when you get to Masterwork and Legendary, you have an extra little, like that shit that's written in orange or yellow or whatever. Then it gives you another perk. Oh, it says after every 4 shots, it blows up. That's another thing. Then you have all those little components at the bottom that cause you to do something like, alright, if you have something that says, oh, it gives you 250% elemental damage. Okay, even though this weapon is usually weak, it just gives you 200% elemental damage to your whole person. So what you want to do is put that weapon on in the background and then use another weapon that is elemental. So that weapon is super strong. So then next thing you know, it multiplies off of something that's already very high. So then it just gets, exponentially strong. So then that's the reason why people have like gravediggers that can do up to 1 million damage just by spraying and holding on to them, because they have all these procs to like just go towards that one thing. You see what I mean? So like there's different, like you got to think of it, once you start thinking of it like that, like it starts getting more detailed. But once you just need a lot more, I don't know, you just need to kind of just look at what you like to do and then just go all the way that way. Don't say, oh, I want to keep a little bit of this, I want to keep it. Nah, push everything you can to that one thing, and then you'll start seeing, and then you'll start be able to like, all right, well, let me back off this little bit here because I want to be able to have a little more health or something like that. And the next thing you know, you'll have it just the way you want.
I don't know. I think I just need more experience like with builds.
Yeah, that just comes from playing it, I guess. I don't really know. What you trying to do now, though? I was gonna do free play, but then we can do.
I need, bro. Okay, what is blast damage? Is just like damage in general, right?
Blast damage is just standard, like a grenade, and then like a missile would be like sometimes impact, but the explosion will be blast. So like you'll
know. What about burning orb? Is that an impact?
It should say it. So like if you open it up and read it, if any of those words are in there, so it'll say burning orb shoots down a starring light that impacts the person. Da da da. Then it's gonna be impact damage. I don't know. I just don't know the storm, man. Like if you could just ask me about any other.
If I send you a screenshot, will you be able to tell me?
Oh, okay, yeah. Send me a screenshot though. I'm gonna walk right outside and then come right back. But the screenshot will probably be about the time I'm back. Alright, I see your burning orbs. The combo effect is chain, so you want combo chains to make that better.
Bruh. Wait, it's
For the 10,000 suns, and then for your other one, like I see how the only one I can really see the details of the soften blows when you sent the first picture. But you have blast damage, and that I would probably not put on this javelin. Because you don't need melee, because you don't really use it. So that's kind of wasted. So if you get another soften blows, that's when you start seeing like the perks. Because
shield.
Yeah, so it might have shield or something, or shield refresh or something like that. And that's when you would put that soften blows. Well, if that's only if you have another soften blow. So let's say if you need soften blows, like for whatever the main perk is, that's when you want to search for another one. You'll get another legendary, and it will say something such as like plus something of shield refresher plus. That's when you would just switch those two items, and then you'll see that your javelin will be
5% combo blast damage plus 24% combo aura. I have another soft blow at 61.
No, yeah, but that's not gonna work for you because combo aura is for interceptor, and the combo no combo chains. You see where it says on the 10,000 suns, if you want 10,000 suns, you put, that's your combo ability. So anything that has combo chains on there, or shields, or anything that's beneficial to you. That's so you're able to chain combos together. That's like your ability. That's what the Storm's ability is. Everybody's combo is like a little different. So like,
So like it goes to two extra enemies.
yeah. So you can start. So basically, you can connect your combos a lot easier than all of us. Like we have to start a new combo. Like you can hit one combo and it'll start to another combo, and then you can just do that. So if you start connecting, if you start seeing things that give you combo chains +2, +3, then you can start like going from one to another, and that's how you do your damage. And then if you go like, that's how storms get real powerful, because then they can just, I'm constantly keeping you in like a combo loop, and then my combo change is so high that then they start doing just exponential damage over time. Whereas like the Ranger is all impact damage, but then my impact damage is really skyrocketed to one person. So like to one individual enemy, I can do a lot of damage to with my combo. Whereas with the Colossus, I can do a lot of area damage, and then my area damage connects to the next one. So like every time I proc a combo, it now ignites another combo. So that's why I can take out 5-6 different people at once. But the thing is, it's kind of weak, so it's really only good for like weak enemies. And then the Interceptor connects, so every time they're doing a melee, they have combo aura. So let's say if they're primed with Venom, they can hit that person, and when they kill that person and they go to the next person, they automatically take whatever aura with them. So they'll always be a different color. So that's why you'll see, like, if you're throwing a lot of ice, you'll see the Interceptor, when they're running around, they'll be like iced colored, like, you know, bluish or whatever, or green if they're on acid or something. Like that's the thing, and that's like everybody's ability.
Hey, we can go on the free play, that way we don't gotta wait on me. So I'll just build it in free play.
I don't think you can build it in free play.
You can change the combos and stuff, right? Or not combos, your and stuff, right?
Yeah, but it won't. It's not. You don't want to do that. Just try to do it now, and then you can try something out, and it'll be all right. I might as well bring out other javelins.
So my ultimate's elemental damage, right?
Yeah. So you want to do everything that's elemental. We could do like we should do a mission, because
ultimate speed, is that?
That's good too, because then what that does is it gives you your ultimate back faster. That's what it does.
Alright,
so
down, but it's okay if it's power 61 instead of 75, right?
For the purpose of this build, yes, because you'll see, once you start playing with this, you'll start getting more drops that have just ultimate speeds.
What the fuck? I can't even freaking select it because it has like this gray little marker on it.
Why?
Like it's got like this little gray little icon on top left corner.
I don't know. I'm gonna put combo damage on here.
See, go to one of your components or whatever you're at. Go scroll all the way down and you'll see like a top, like a gray marker on the top left.
Alright, let me see. So just any of my components?
Yeah.
A gray marker? Oh. Yeah. That means that it's on another javelin. So, alright, I'll tell you. So when it's gray and it has like that little infinity symbol, kind of looks like, So what it is, when it's gray, that means that it's on another javelin somewhere. So you can't delete that. You can't salvage that because it's on some other
But I can't
version.
even use it.
You should be able to use it because you have to click on it. Now, I can tell you the reason why you probably can't, but I'm going to explain all the colors first. Now,
That's not my default javelin, that's why.
yeah, so now what happens is now if you have it, it's like a turquoise color, that means it's on the javelin that you have. Alright,
Oh, yeah.
but if it's like yellow, that means it's the actual slot that you're trying to select. So some javelins can't have certain versions of things, like you can't double up. So that's the reason what it's telling you, like you can't have the two different versions of Bloodlust on there. You only can have one version. Now you can double it, like you can have a masterwork version of that and a legendary. That's something you can do. But this only has ultimate damage. I just need something that has ultimate damage like this. Yeah, like this right here. It's the only reason I have on there. I don't even want to use the assault rifle. I tried to use it, but for this build, because it's elemental ops, I just want to spray bullets. So I can just, I just use it to. That's it. Actually.
Mark of
Shoot, let me know when you're ready.
Token of Daring, do I use that? Elements of Daring, about 35%.
Yeah, that's gonna be your shit. But there's probably some kind of negative to that too, though.
Decreases physical damage by 35%.
Yeah, so like physical is gonna be any like shooting, melee. You know.
On shield break, instantly recharges all gear.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. Try that. So that means if anyone breaks your shield and then you just go straight to armor, you're automatically, everything will just replenish back to full. So you'll be able to start going offensive. So that's pretty good.
Token of the Master. What is kinetic resistance?
So I think anything like if somebody tries to hit you, like actual damage, they make it more complicated than it needs to be.
It's just because there's so many different.
Yeah, they don't need this. I know. That's why it doesn't need to be all that kind of. They could have made that all one thing.
Starts on a mission.
Yeah.
Wait, do I need to edit everything? Like that's not components as well for that,
Yeah, it's good to make everything kind of synergize. So,
yeah, man, I don't freaking know anything. Fuck it, let's go.
you ain't. Oh, my fault. You ain't on me.
Yeah,
I was texting.
let's stop with,
I was texting my girl.
give me legendary ones or not?
Hold on. It says waiting on players.
Oh, yeah, but
Oh, my bad. No, well, any legendary what?
missions.
No contracts. I already did them all. But I think there's a legendary mission. But I was just doing this one so like you can try out your driver.
What he's doing.
We'll do the legendary mission. You talked me into it.
I don't know, I'm obsessed. Yeah, concept. Oh, I play with this Captain Crazy guy. I'm not okay.
You ready to jump in? Yes. Let's not keep that big bad boy voice. I think I'll just a little bit of Parkinson in the face. Tassin has given us the nice little speech where he makes contact. shutting gates must be close. I'm detecting a tank shortwave radio. Broken equipment. Arcus made. And no fires. Oh, come on. Detecting another radio. Same frequency.
Must be more than one tank. Don't follow that signal.
We'll need to get to the location I've marked for better perception.
Okay, how far should we go?
Besides, they're marking us to get themselves in trouble by leaving here.
Without
Brilliant and reckless. He has a reputation in the office. Not a big one.
having a bad reputation is chapter 1. Freelancers have that.
Clearly, the fight has established more than one camp. Office located.
They're dead.
Still no sign of fight. Look for anything that can help track him down. Signal the fire. We can easily connect with the fires.
The what come back? I hope he does.
This search is taking too long, and it's too quiet.
Make him a boss or something.
Radio signal, still working on it. Just give them the radio signal to the next location.
Hey, stand. Hurry up.
What's at stake? I know.
Still easy.
More hives.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to my other weapon. Even though this does give me, I'd rather just get the combo. Those combos is, yeah.
Nothing. Just lost the radio signal. Will you signal booster? Wait. Found it. Got a bunch of scars. I've never seen this much scar activity. What is going on? Scars incoming. Looks like they're using gates. Hate those. Very unfair. Yes, it should be close. What we need to do is turn it on. signal booster is working. Matthias? What's up here? I've got a location. Wait! That's the radio you're following the stars and taking it apart. We fixed that. I bet the booster fires.
Nah. If you don't have to, there's no reason to.
Access channel open. Starting repairs. Oh, that doesn't look like a repair. You just let me... Oh, damn it! Hang on, we've got company. Can it be fixed? Yes, of course. Still the stars are figured out. Oh, damn. We've got a big one. Focus on the big guy.
We got a lady. We got people that got a little bit of damage. They do a lot of damage. Yeah, in the squad. Not all classes are good, trust me. Yeah, if you're in GM3, by the time you're in GM3, you're pretty much good in. Except for when I come in with the Storm. Like, my Storm is good enough, because, like, I got, you know, Masterwork stuff on it. But, you know, you'll notice, like, my best Ranger has, like, the lowest rank. So, the Ranger I have now is 887. And it's still better than yeah. The only problem is you have to use it a certain way. That's all. That's the only thing. What is it? I see something. Oh, I found a chest.
What's happening?
Damn. Trying to get out of there.
More incoming. Watch those eyes.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. This little asshole.
Oh,
Yeah, trust me, man. It's not about damage. It's not about dying. Try to worry about doing a lot more damage. Because then you'll start noticing, like, if everyone does a lot of damage, then no one ends up dying. Like, so it's like defense. Come on, bro. There's also my other build is actually a lot more armor. But come on.
what?
Hive's taken care of. And let's get to those scars.
But
I'm gonna look it up. It's not really going.
yeah, look it up, then you'll see. Shoot, that's how I learned a lot of shit. Some of that shit is just complicated for no apparent reason. I'm like,
Give me that. Stay ahead. I'm nearly there. We've reached the top. You're close. Stay put. Keep it up.
Scar got too many ways to activate members if needed. Be careful. I'm trying. We got some Scar members. They're using some help. Clean up the rest of them now, shall we? I think we can. Go on the stage.
Damn, wasn't there? Well, I know Evil Tim is probably strong, just like me, because they did that. They have the Indomitable challenge. That armor I got. Yeah, that's how you get that armor that I have on, and what he has on. Well, not really. I know that the little cape or dress looking thing on the Interceptor. That's a part of that armor. Alright, any ideas what you want to do now?
Yeah, we're gonna be stopping us from 5 minutes.
Alright. What you trying to do? You want to do Temple of Scar? You want to do Tyrant Mine? Heart of Rage. I fucking hate Sunken Cell. I just hate that boss. You know, he just annoys me. Oh, too hard for me. Ooh, that was a good one. Come on, man. Do you want to? You just gotta choose it, man. You just gotta choose it, whichever one you want.
Don't matter to me.
All right, then. That's all. Yeah, give me a second. I doubt that.
Yeah, I'm not using this.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to do.
I'm just trying to get him out a bunch of legendaries. Dude. Hold on, let me take a leak real quick.
Yeah. So.
It's a stronghold?
Yeah, you want me to back out?
Wait, I didn't know there was a stronghold.
Oh, I thought oh, my bad. You want to do something different?
No, I want to do a stronghold. I just didn't know that was a stronghold. I thought there was only 3. This is like the replay, right? Of the last one.
Yeah, this is Heart of Rage. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember.
Heart of Rage. I can't believe we're back. Well, believe fast, because we've got work to do.
The monitor's already steps ahead. Need to move quickly.
Faye? She's all right. Just make your way up to the city ruins.
I think doesn't it bump up your guns? Doesn't it?
Taking turn fire! Tough it out. We gotta catch the monitor.
Yeah, that's what they do when they die. Oh, so you probably did it with something. The combos on this guy is so much weaker.
happen once you're through with it.
Down. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Thank you, sir. All those. Yeah, the ending boss is kind of boring, you know, but... Oh, and I wanted to teach you... I could teach you something about the ending boss, too. That nobody actually does, and it sucks that we have randoms in here, but... You gotta get in all those bubbles at the ending guy. And it gives you a... I'll show you at the ending boss. But you need all 4 people to do it, though, but... So it's probably not gonna happen because we're a bunch of randoms. But it gives you like 30-40% extra gun damage. Oh, damn! How am I? I gotta figure out what I could do. It's my shield.
Silence is a different one.
got to. I want to get that life.
How did they kill Fury so fast?
Oh yeah, that's how we do it, man. I killed one of them. The same way you kill everything else pretty quick. Like there's stuff that you can if you shoot them with something strong enough, like it doesn't matter that they go inside their little shield or whatever. Like they'll still take damage. So you see where we're fighting now? So when we go to the other place and then come back here, and I'll show you. Yeah, so like you'll see them. One of them will look like a little snowflake. That's the ice effect. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And there's four. I think there's 3 or 4 effects, I guess. Goes into this little thing where
what?
Yeah, that's what it does. Yeah.
Storm! It's dangerous!
past that
Perfect.
surface.
There you, Mike.
Yeah, that shit fell out my hand, and my mic's connected to my controller, so that just. Damn, I died right next to him. Yeah. And I wish they would let you do more when you were down.
Yeah, like crawl.
Maybe even like call out or talk to your people or be able to direct them or I don't know. Or maybe like something as simple as like you could call aggro. Like if you pulled a button you could do like I don't know, like be a diversion for like everybody else or something. Like something like shit.
Bro, how these elements be like all ganging up on the cylinder.
All my life. Yeah, I barely got out of there too. I'm gonna die. Alright, so when you come in here, you'll see these little glowing orbs. Like they're like blue and yellow. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you need 4 people all to be in there. Like when and then they'll all start to close. And if we're all in there, see them right here? Yeah, and then you get a bump, like but nobody ever does it if we're just not in a full lobby. Maybe they know how to do it. Maybe nobody's doing it, so it doesn't matter. What happened? Oh, I don't know. At least now you know for next time. So if you see people doing it, at least you'll know. Let's go to the other, whatever one they're not at. But it's a pretty big, oh shit, it's a pretty big bump though. It's enough of a bump to go and do it. save me? No matter.
He's gone.
Ooh.
It's really over.
You still in pain?
No. The anthem? I let it go.
Another job in the books. On to the next.
At least wait for me to get back to the strut, okay?
That freaking bug on the health bar of the monitor, bro.
What's the bug?
Guys.
Oh,
Guys that like...
yeah, like a quarter. I got all these. Ooh, acid effect though. So I take a quick 2 to 3 minute break.
Yeah, I gotta get it.
Oh yeah, alright, cool. Well, it's been fun, man. You about to hop
Wait,
on
you getting
later?
off?
No, I'm not getting off. I thought you said you about to get dinner. Oh no, you about to stay on though, right?
Yeah.
Oh okay.
I'm just gonna hop off for like 6 seconds to get it in.
Oh okay, gotcha. Yeah, same here.
Alright.
I'm gonna stop this stream. I'm gonna stop streaming real quick.
Alright. Yeah, okay, I'll be back.
Alright.